Hi guys, in today's video I am talking about the purpose of a Christian mom and what us as Christian moms should be working on and taking care of in our lives. Hi guys, if we never met before, my name is Yana and I am a mom to 3 kids. Oh, that's so weird to say. I'm so used to saying to 2 little boys. We just had our 3rd girl a month and a half ago, and you guys, it has been an adventure with me trying to figure out of what I need to be concentrating on, what my priorities are, what should be at the top of my to-do list. I'm a working mom, I'm a work-at-home mom. I used to work at the corporate office. I worked there for 8 years and then I quit once my son was 3 years old, and then I was about to deliver my 2nd baby. And the transition from working at the office to working from home, it was a lot, and figuring out what I should be concentrating on was a challenge. And I battled a lot with myself, with the Bible, with the God, and I was like, Lord, what should be my priority? What is the purpose of my life? What I should be doing with my days, with my month and years? And I'm pretty sure I finally have the answer for myself, and I would like to share it with you, because if you clicked on this video, you probably are interested in hearing that too. So when anyone thinks about what should a woman be doing, everyone always turns to Proverbs 31, and I will talk about it at the end. But as my main areas of life that I think Christian moms should be concentrating on, I am going to go to Titus chapter 2. And it's interesting, and you guys, I don't know if you're not Christian and watching this video, it might be a little bit confusing to you, but the Bible consists of multiple books, and then each book consists of a few chapters. So if you were to look in the Bible, you would go to book of Titus and chapter 2. In verse 3, it gives instructions to older women to have good character. I'm not talking about older women right now. I'm talking about younger moms who are struggling with things right now. But so it says, be reverent, whatever, and then encourage the young women to tenderly love their husbands, their children, to be sensible, pure, makers of a home. So I just wanted to preface this, that when I was trying to figure out the answer for myself, I was thinking to different scenarios where women are mentioned within the Bible. What are they doing? How are they behaving? What their value and purpose within that situation was? And if there are any kinds of instructions that are given to them. And everywhere it seemed like women are just normal women. They have their own desires, they're confident, they're strong, they're doing whatever they want to do, just like a normal modern woman would be. And then finally finding that verse and analyzing it, and I was actually going through the Bible study in my church with this specific verse, which was helpful, revealing. I think it helped me to realize that those are the most important parts of the life. So basically, the only 4 things that women, young women with children, should concentrate on: tenderly love their husbands. So it's not that difficult to ask your husband, what do you need to do to make him feel loved? And I feel like for women it is more natural to love. And even though there is more instruction for a man to love their wives, it is the only time in the Bible where we are instructed as women to love. In most of the cases, it's love and respect. Love for the husbands, and women should honor and respect their husbands, but that's the only time when it says love your husbands tenderly and their children. So what does loving your child means? Obviously taking care of their physical, emotional, spiritual needs, of feeding and cuddling and all of those wonderful things, teaching them to do the things for themselves so that when they grow up they can be a human being who can take care of themselves and hopefully others, help them to grow up kind and caring and attentive to other people. Another part of loving a child is providing for the child, obviously the home, the clothes, the food, and all of those things. The next on the list is to be sensible, pure, and then makers of home. And I'm thinking, so sensible and pure, I think here it just mentions your character, that you should have a decent character. And then the last thing on the list is makers of home. So basically women need to be taking care of their home, which it was a struggle for me, and that was Personally, for me, that was such a good revelation because I would concentrate on my work so much. And the interesting thing, that work for women is not mentioned anywhere. So I used to think that work is just such a dignifying part of my life, when it is not. Work is just something that we do as a tool to make money, to support our husbands. So we are created, women are supposed to be helpers for their husbands and to tenderly love them, according to this verse. But yes, if your husband thinks that it is a good idea for you to work, then I feel like it is a good idea to work. I think the idea of men, so husbands and wives, finding the compromise, it has to be done within the family unit. You need to figure out in a good mood, obviously, and you need to compromise what is the best for your family unit. If you need to be working and doing money-making activities or no. If the husband can provide for the whole family and you as a woman do not feel like you need to work, then you probably don't need to work. For me, work is interesting. I find it very fascinating and very fulfilling to do work and money-making activities. So I feel like you as a family unit need to decide what you have to do. So I feel like work is just a tool. Just like a vacuum cleaner is a tool to keep your carpet clean, just like cooking is a means and tools to provide food for your family, in the same manner, work is the thing that you do, but that is not the purpose and the goal of your life. It's just something that has to be incorporated as a part of your life. So that was very fascinating to me. So it was a very good revelation, and it was very freeing to finally have the answer that work is not my top priority. My top priority is my husband, my children, my character, and then my home. And then whatever tools I'm using in my life are just the tools. And you need to figure out what is working and what is not working for you and your family unit as a whole. I feel like there are multiple tools that could be used to improve your and your family lives, like minimalism or not minimalism, home decor or not home decor, cooking, cleaning, actual gadgets that you would be buying for your home, or like working inside the home or outside the home. You need to figure out what works for you, what makes you happy, and what makes your family unit happy as a whole. And I just want to finish reading the verse just so that you have the whole picture. I don't have too much to say about the rest of it, but if you don't go to Titus 2, I just want you to hear the rest of it. So older women should encourage younger women to be good-natured, being subject to their own husbands, and that's the matter of honoring your husbands and respecting your husbands, so that the word of God will not be dishonored. So these are must-have areas of life that Christian women have to be doing: loving their husbands and their children, be sensible, so have good character, and take care of their home. Now, if you would like to step up the game, now you can go to Proverbs 31 and try to do all of those, some of those, and see what you can be to be as good of a woman as possible. And I have my notes with me, so I'm just going to, I read through Proverbs 31 and I wrote out a list of all of the characteristics that I have found in the Proverbs 31. So now let me read it to you, and if you would like to choose either one of those, all of them, and try to implement in your life, then you are extra virtuous woman. So that girl is spiritual, capable, intelligent, virtuous. She has stable emotions. She does not stress out her husband. She earns money, which again, it is an extra, it is a bonus. You don't need to work if your family unit decide that you don't need to work and you don't feel like you need to be working. She comforts, encourages, and does only good to her husband. She's handy and crafty. She's entrepreneurial. She finds unique and delicious items for her family. So like treats for her family, like something yummy. She's an early riser. She wakes up early. She manages her house helpers effectively. And here in our modern world, basically dishwashers, dryers, washing machines, basically anything, Roombas if you own one, basically anything that helps you manage your household well. She is a planner. She is a businesswoman who does not go into debt but uses the cash flow for the investment for her business. She is spiritually, mentally, physically strong for the task that God entrusted her. She is physically fit. She's well prepared for her future. She's a night owl, which is funny because she's an early riser and a night owl at the same time. So she is working a lot in her day. She's charitable and she helps others. Her family wears cute, stylish clothes. Her home is beautiful and cozy. She is stylish herself. She is publicly respectful to her husband, so she does not say anything bad about her husband in front of other people. She is confident, optimistic about the future because she is well prepared. Her words are wise and kind. Her home is in order and managed by her really well. Her kids and husband admire her, and she fears the Lord. So you guys, this is a pretty long list, and everyone always feels like they need to do it all. And from my revelation, that's what I told you. It's the 4 main areas that you must take care of as a Christian mom. That's the purpose of your life, to take care of those things. And then these are just the bonus, and you can pick and choose which one you want to be working and implementing in your life right now. And over the lifespan, hopefully we can take care of all of those. If you would like a printable of these, because I want to see this in front of my eyes at all times, I am going to create 8x10 printable, and hopefully I can either put it as a downloadable on my website or just save as an image, and then you can print it to put on your wall, to put on your phone, whatever. So hopefully it is linked below this video and you can access it so that you have these wonderful biblical reminders of what should be the purpose of your life and the things to concentrate on. If the task does not align with either of these areas, you should not be working on it. If, however, it is a task that will help you to work on those important areas of your life, then obviously, by all means, work on that. And you guys, as I was editing this video, I have realized that I should have said a disclaimer. Here in this video, I only talk about your purpose as a mom. Here, I'm not mentioning anything about being like a human being. All human beings, all Christians have other responsibilities, and there are very few, to have a connection with God. So grow your relationship with God and Jesus, as well as take care of yourself. I did not mention anything about taking care of yourself, but I feel like taking care of yourself is a big part of your life. You do need to stay healthy and rested and everything. There are many things in the Bible that talk about self-care, so I did not mention those. Here I was mostly concentrating on basically the to-do list. That's what bothered me the most. What should be on my to-do list and what is purposeful in my life. I hope this is helpful and encouraging to you, because finding out these answers for myself was definitely, as I told you, very freeing and extremely helpful. So you guys, on this channel, I talk about things that work and do not work for moms, and I share tips and tricks and hacks that work really well in my life and are improving my life, and hopefully they can improve yours. And once in a while I share the things, the revelations from the Bible that help me navigate this motherhood journey and help me stay sane and understand what in the world I should be concentrating on in my life. If this sounds interesting to you, subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my community. Hopefully we can encourage each other. If you feel like you would like to add something that you have found is working really well in your life, please leave me a comment below or message me on social media. I would love to hear from you and what insights you have. Otherwise, you guys, I hope to see you in my next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.